Hello everyone, my name is ShaniaYoung. In this video, I will use SPSS to determine whether chocolate affects attitude over time using a repeated measurement of ANOVA. The same group of participants completed an attitude survey before eating chocolate, then again 5 minutes after eating it, 1 hour later, then 5 hours later. The research question is, does attitude change over time after eating chocolate? The null hypothesis states that there is no change in attitude across the 4 points. The alternative hypothesis states that the attitude does change at one or more times points. So the first thing I would do, I would click on analyze. We'll go right here. And then for my factor name, I will put time, number of levels 4, click add, and then I will say define. And now once I click all of that and then I click define, next I will name within the subject variables, I will name each one of those from attitude 0 for the pretest, attitude 1 for 5 minutes, attitude 2 for an hour, and then attitude 3 for 2 hours. So now we're just going to put everything into here. So then once I do that, then I'm going to click on options, descriptive statistics, and then I'm also going to click on estimates of effect size right here. And then, so what this will do, SPSS will display the averages and the strengths of the strength of the effect. I will move time to display the box. I'll press OK. And then once I do that, I'll press EM means. And then once I press that, I'll move time to the right side. And after that, I'll put compare main effects. And then I'll come right here. I will click this. And then after that, what this is doing, this is just the adjustment so I can see which time points differ from each other. So then I press OK. And then I will select OK. And now once I click OK, it's going to run its test. So the first thing that I will look at the descriptive statistics. And so when we come in here, we'll see that before eating chocolate, the average attitude score was 76.57. 5 minutes after eating chocolate, the average increased to 83.87. 1 hour later, it decreased to 79.09. And after 4 hours, it was 78.43. And this shows that the attitude improved right after eating chocolate, then gradually decreased over time. Now we'll skip on down. So now I will skip on down and then we'll look right here. So this right here, this box right here, we did not need this test for this analysis, so I will just skip that and we'll move right here to our next box. So within our next box, the p-value is 0.683, which is greater than 0.05, which means that the assumption is met. So I will use this test in the row in the test. So I will use this assumption row in the test within subject effect tables. The table shows whether the attitude changed over time, and the results are statistically significant. So we have F, and then in parentheses 3 comma 66, it equals 6.69, and your P equals 0.003. This means that the attitude score was different at some point across the 4 time periods. And then, so next I will examine the pairwise comparison to determine whether the differences occurred. The attitude score 5 minutes after eating chocolate was significantly higher than the score before eating chocolate. The score at 5 minutes was significantly higher than the score 4 hours later. The other comparisons were not statistically significant. The effect size is our effect size, it was point zero, no, sorry. The effect size is 0.501, which is considered large. This indicates that the time had a strong effect on attitude. Um, There we go. All right. So overall, the score shows the attitude changed significantly over time after eating chocolate. The chocolate appears to improve attitude shortly after eating it, but the effect does not last long. Attitude increase at first, then gradually return closer to the starting level. So in conclusion, chocolate has a significant but it's short term effect over an attitude. Thank you.